Hi guys, you're looking at my hands once again at the beginning of a video. That's because today we're going to be talking about my blush collection and my highlighter collection. If you are a Savage Declutter stan, this is going to be disappointing because I'm probably not getting rid of that much. I'm still gonna put declutter in the title for clickbait. I like a lot of my current collection, and the way that I purchase blush and highlighters is specifically so that I don't have a ton of overlap. I don't enjoy having several of the exact same color. Before we get into it, I do want to do a little bit of a housekeeping corner. Number one, I would like to issue a swift shout out to the homie Ari Lynette, who made a very sweet, kind video in which he did one of my looks that I made a video on a couple of months ago, and said some very sweet, very kind, very thoughtful, very untrue, undeserved nice things about me. And I very much suggest that you go give it a view, give it some comments, tell him I sent you, subscribe perchance, you know the dilly deal. Also, another bit of housekeeping corner is okay, those are my bosoms. Hi. Nisa Pisa, I'm now the proud owner and manager of a real live Patreon. It's been very fun. It's been interesting. There are 3 tiers, a $2 tier, a $5 tier, and a $7 tier. You can read more about it at the link in the description. Literally, I do not want you to feel pressured about the Patreon at all. It is there if you want a little bit more consistent content from me, but know that I love you anyway, and I value your being here. And you, just by watching this, you are supporting me. Thank you if you are a patron. Thank you if you're not. Gratitude all around. You guys are wonderful. Let's get started. We're gonna go ahead and start with showing you the current organizational state of my makeup collection, which is not good. Up here up top, we have the bag that I keep makeup I'm decluttering in. We have my lip collection. We have my sprays and skincare and toners and all that good. This is the makeup organization in the top drawer. These are all things that I'm liable to use on a daily basis. I made these little cardboard things out of a Sephora box because originally everything was just strewn about in this drawer and it was not practical at all. I just cut these into strips and then taped them together at the edges. I didn't decorate it because I don't care. As long as I can see everything, that's really what I want. The makeup is the decoration. Right here is the palette of neutral shadows that I tend to use on a daily basis. It has my favorite all over the lid alone shade, which is Red Ochre from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. This is the shade Mocha from the It's My Ray Ray and BH Cosmetics first volume palette. This is what I use to dust onto my lower lash line every morning when I put on mascara, so it mutes out all the mascara that gets in my lower lash line. This palette is situated so close to where I do my makeup, which is right here at my desk, because I reach for it every single morning. So that's why it gets such a big spot in the top drawer. Back of it, you have all of my cream blushes and highlighters, and also my liquid blushes and highlighters, and also the sunscreen that I wear every day. Over here, we have everybody else, basically. These are all the powder products. My very tiny collection of complexion products, which, by the way, this isn't what this video is about, but this is my ColourPop No Filter Sheer Pressed Powder. Y'all, ooh, look at that! Look at that pan, my guy. I'm so powerful. I actually use the makeup I buy. Love that for me. Okay. And then this front row, we have my 4 ColourPop Super Shock shadows. Next to that, I have my eyeshadow primers. So I have my Urban Decay Primer Potion and my NYX Glitter Primer. And then the concealer that I also use as a primer sometime, that should be there. Then down here, we have, oh, sorry, my AirPods are charging. God, how embarrassing. Oh, this middle drawer is my nail polishes. This is a disaster, we didn't even talk about her. The bottom 2 drawers are where I keep my eyeshadow palettes. They're kind of disorganized, which is why I didn't really want to talk about them too much, but basically the loose organization of this section, there really isn't any. I keep my magnetic palettes here, but there's also other palettes here. By the way, I do want to talk for a second about these 2 Colored Rain palettes. So these are the Beauty Rust and Very Cute palettes. I got these on hella sale at Ricky's. I did some experimenting with these last night and I switched a couple of the shades. So these 2 shades were originally here, and obviously these 2 shades were here. And I pried them out and I swapped them. So now this is like a perfect orange neutral palette, and this is like a perfect purple cool toned palette. And I just did not like the look of this like corally pink orange over here with these cool toned purples. Like I said, I pried them out with a depotting tool and then re-glued them in a different spot, and I think that these 2 palettes look a lot better now. So I'm very smart and very crafty. That's the takeaway from this section of the video. Oh my god, this is all my thousands of BH Cosmetics palettes, and this is also where I keep my 2 Anastasia palettes. God, this, I gotta get like a bookshelf or something. This is, I was gonna declutter this, but then I actually like it now. Oh my god, Maron, this is all terrible. So that's my makeup organization. It's not very much. I'm not very organized. That's not what this is about. This is about my blush and highlighter collection, so let's do that. Let's start with highlighters. So I'm going to place all of the children on the platter, on the chopping block for your amusement. Are you not entertained? Oh, for the love of God. Okay, let's start with the palettes first. This is ridiculous. This is the Natasha Denona Diamond and Blush palette. This is a gift from a subscriber, the lovely and talented and beloved and goddessly Wendy. How did that get in there? This is a Natasha Denona product. It's expensive. I can't tell you that this is worth it or not worth it because I did not buy it with my own money. I enjoy using it, but I feel like I would feel differently about it if I purchased it myself. For example, I really do enjoy this entire row. The diamond powder is a lot like the sort of pressed glitter sparkle bomb from Fenty Beauty. It has that exact same super firmly pressed, very hard consistency, and it's basically just like a swatch of glitter. There you go, now you can kind of see it. It's fun for going out. It's a lot for daytime, but sometimes I wear it during the day anyway. It's literally just glitter. In the middle shade is the powder blush. This is sort of like what I want NARS Orgasm powder blush to look on me. It's this very, very slight, subtle rose gold. Salmon gold, I guess. And then this is the Glow Extreme. This is your standard powder highlighter. Oh my God, I'm gonna really have to use my flashlight for this whole video, aren't I? This little mama, this is a sexy highlighter. This is glow to the absolute maximum. This is great for going out. It's also a lot for daytime, but I still wear it daytime. It's got some platinum shimmer in it. So sometimes it comes across a little white, but it really picks up a lot of light. It's beautiful. This is a lime green highlighter. This on a black cream base on the eye is beautiful. It's an amazing eyeshadow, but like, what am I gonna do with this on my face? I'm not wearing like a Gatorade color highlighter on my cheekbones. That's just not happening. This is the Glow Cream Base. You can use this underneath the highlighters. I don't. I actually like using it by itself. It's a bronze, like a honey bronze cream highlighter. And it's kind of nice. This though, this binge, I despise this. This is the cream blush, which makes me so sad because I love cream blushes otherwise. It's like it's an interesting shade of like reddish pink. It's fine. It's like very chunky and hyper matte, and it doesn't blend well on the cheeks, and it's streaky. And of course it looks fine here. This palette's very fun, and it's also beautiful packaging, and I do try to make myself use it because I know it was so expensive, and it also was a gift. And I'm not getting rid of it because I enjoy it and I like having it. Honestly, I know I said before that I can't say if this is worth it or not because I didn't buy it, but this is $80 full retail price. And you get cute stuff with it, honestly. Let's bring out the flashlight again so you can actually see it. You do. But like, you know, I don't think you ever need to spend $80 on a palette of any kind. There's a lot of gifts in this video, and I'm sorry about that. People love me. I'm beloved. I'm a beloved creator. Okay, I have an infectious personality and I'm very charismatic. These three are 3 depotted shades from the Anastasia Beverly Hills Moonchild Glow Kit. This was given to me by none other than the elegant, the illustrious, the ginger, Hannah Louise Poston. This is from an Ulta palette that I got for free with an Ulta order. I thought it was it's like a fun little duochrome pink that you literally cannot see. That's great, let's swatch her first. It's cute, right? Like, you see that pink shift? Me too. Forgive me, I don't know the names of these shades because I myself have never owned this palette. We have a little like icy blue, a little icy purple, another icy blue. She's cute. She's got some impact. This did also have a green one, but I don't know if you can see the green powder flakes everywhere. It unfortunately died in transit. I do really like that, and I've just only gotten them recently, so I really haven't gotten much of a chance to play with them. So this is my BH Cosmetics Black Light highlighting palette. Here's tea on this. I roasted the living daylights out of this in my palette collection video, and then I actually started using it a little bit more. This shade On Point is probably the strongest argument I have for keeping this palette because it's like actually nice. Although, now that I'm looking at it, it's also pretty goddamn similar to that other one from Ulta that I depotted in that little palette from Hannah, isn't it? I mean, I guess there's something to be said for the fact that it took me months to actually start using this palette, right? This is the shade Illusion, by the way. It's this one. This is the shade Queen with a K. Oh man, what am I talking about? This is cute. And now that I like use, I think when I first started using this, I wasn't using like a concentrated highlighting brush. Like for example, this one from Wet n Wild, this is the P75 and I love it. I think these are better with a concentrated brush as opposed to a fan brush. These last two shades are Electra and Strobe, respectively. Actually, I think, not respectively, I think I did that backwards. Oh man, do I wanna keep experimenting with colorful highlights? I think I do. This was actually free. This was free in a BH Cosmetics order. Okay, this I can already tell you with like 100% certainty, nothing is leaving this palette. This is my favorite. This is everything to me. So this palette is a combination of a couple different things. These are all eyeshadows. This is Wormwood from Clionadh Cosmetics. This is Half-Life from Clionadh Cosmetics. This is Bonbon from Clionadh Cosmetics. Yup, this is Bonbon from Clionadh. This is, girl, I do not know your name. This is Amulet from Clionadh Cosmetics. These were sent in PR. These came with my Paleo palette when I ordered it. This is from a dearly long discontinued BH Cosmetics palette called the Bronze Paradise that I got for free in a BH Cosmetics order. These two are also from Clionadh that were sent in PR. This is Clairvoyance, we love her, and this is Aqua Vitae. And then these two are two ColourPop singles I have. This one is the sexiest silver eyeshadow you will ever find. This is On a Whimsy from ColourPop. You know what, we're swatching that one. I'm not swatching the eyeshadows because this video is not about eyeshadow. If you want to see me swatch the ones I got in PR, you can watch my fall haul, which I posted a couple months ago. Don't even talk to me. Oh my God. Silver eyeshadow is like my honest to God fetish, my guy. Ooh, look at that. Bruh, buy this. Sorry, I don't mean to like pressure you into buying something, but if you want a silver eyeshadow in literally any capacity, don't mess around with anyone else's. On a Whimsy, this is the best silver eyeshadow I own that you can buy a single of. Those are the eyeshadows, love them, they're not going anywhere. The cheek products, these are like everything. These three are eyeshadows from the Juvia's Place Zulu palette, so they're not highlighters. These two are theoretically highlighters. These are also from that same PR package from Clionadh. These two and also these three. I use this one, which is the shade, I'm afraid to turn this over because it fell out of the pan once. This is the shade Ether. This is a great luminous blush. This is beautiful, dude. This is so pretty. This is Aquamarine. I remember that because Aquamarine is my birthstone. And this one, Amethyst. We are the crystal gems. We'll always save the day. And if you think we can't, we swatch so pretty. These two are my two Aftershock highlighters from Clionadh Cosmetics. This is the shade Circuit. It is white base with a yellow shift, and this is Breaker, which is with a purple shift. I didn't like these when I first tried them, and now they're really growing on me because I think I'm just better at working with colorful highlighters now than I was when I first got them. When I hold them at this angle, you can see that white base, right? Definitely. But when we bring in that light, there's the color. You know? But that can be the trouble with things that have a white base when you have more melanin in your skin, because when you see them from certain angles, they look dusty. That's the problem. That's the difficulty. But I love them, and they're also beautiful inner corner highlights. So those are my palettes. Nothing is happening. There's no movement. I'm weak. Cancel me. I'm sorry. Let's do powders next. This is my Ofra and Nikki Tutorials highlighter in the shade Everglow. It doesn't look like Everglow, right? This is what Everglow looks like when you buy it, and this is what I did to it. Basically, I took about a quarter of that white platinum triangle and I cut it out because it was too light, and then I smashed everything together and I repressed it, and then I got this. Because I'd always thought that the shade you got when you swirled together all of the shades in Everglow was this amazing, beautiful, stunning, unique rose gold, perfect for my skin tone. But I could never get a perfect ratio of the different shades. And I was like, gosh darn it, I wish these were all just one color. So I decided to make them one color. I wear this a lot. It's very soft, so I have to be very careful. It's like a little sleeping kitten. I have to be very gentle with it. Are you guys excited to see this swatch? This is one of my favorite highlighters. Let's do it. Are you ready? Sis, are you kidding me? Like, you are really kidding me. That's so beautiful. That coppery, rose goldy goodness, that glow. Oh my goodness. Do you see why I love this so much? I'm gonna be really honest with you guys. James Charles has a 30% off discount code with Ofra, and every time I watch one of his videos where he uses an Ofra product, I consider going to Ofra and using his code to buy a discounted version of this. Which, by the way, when I initially bought it, I did buy it on sale for $17 instead of $35. I get why it's $35. This pan is goddamn massive, but I really want to buy another one just so I can do this exact same thing to it. Oh my god, I'm so obsessed with this highlighter now. I'm so glad that I chopped it up, man. Another powder that is the absolute queen of my heart. This is my NYX Duochromatic Illuminating Powder in the shade Synthetica. This is all of your peachy orange creamsicle dreams in one pan. Oh my goodness, Maron. This is lovely. This is so beautiful and wonderful. This is my #1 going out highlighter because the glow is there and it's such a fun, unique, eye-catching color too, because it's like bright ass orange. Another one that's not going anywhere. This is one of my favorite powder highlights of all time. This is the LA Girl Strobe Light powder in the shade 20 Watt. This is the second pan of this I've owned. The first one I came really close to panning, like I could see the ridges and everything because I was wearing it every day, and then I dropped it and it shattered. So that was heartbreaking, but I bought this. This is super inexpensive and it's like a perfect bronze, golden bronze highlighter for people of deeper skin tones. Don't even talk to me, my guy. Don't even talk to me. I'm in love with her. If you are my skin tone and you don't have a bronze highlighter, I deeply and passionately recommend this one. Let's talk about the Fenties. These are the twins. These are my 2 kilowatts from Fenty Beauty. Oh, there's the girls. Let's talk about the eldest first. This is the Ginger Binge and Moscow Mule Kilowatt Duo. I got this right around when Fenty first launched. This I love, but I also have issues with. This side is a perfect luminous blush. Perfect luminous blush. Just the right amount of shine and pigmentation. It's sheer, which I think makes it perfect for use on the cheeks, period. I love it, and I use it a lot. However, the Moscow Mule side, which is the more high impact glittery side, I have some beef with, unfortunately, which is that I just think it's too dark to really work and operate effectively as a highlighter. It's hard to work with because you can go overboard so fast because it's too dark for my skin. But it's beautiful and stunning, and I love wearing it on my eyes, and you have to pry this from my cold dead hands, so we know the drill. This is the baby of the family. This is the new Kilowatt in What a Brat. Couple differences. This is sparkly as hell and very cool. When I wear it on my cheeks, it almost comes across as lavender, and I don't even mind. But it's super glittery, like glittery sparkle, bitch. People will notice. Like my coworkers pointed it out. And I was like, you're dang right, I have sparkle on my cheeks, bitch. Oh my god. Look at it in the pan. Look at the pan, dude. Look at that glitter. Oh yeah. If you don't like sparkly highlighters, don't buy this. Let's punch in a little bit. Look at my arm. Look at that sparkle. Look at the pan. That looks like a shimmering lake of like bubble gum. Oh my goodness. This is so much fun to have and work with. I love it deeply. Let's get critical. These are my 2 newest highlighters. I've only had these for about a week, and I already have my mind made up about them, and it's that I don't like either of them, which makes me really, really upset because I thought I was gonna love both of them. This, I'm so upset about this. This is the Persona Cosmetics Cali Glow Highlighter in the shade Zuma. If you've been watching my videos for a long time, like back since February, you might remember me talking about a different shade of this same range, which is a bronze called Del Mar. I ended up talking myself out of buying it because these highlighters are $24, and I also was convinced that Del Mar was going to be too dark for my skin. And then a couple days ago, I was buying the BH Cosmetics and It's My Ray Ray Volume 2 palette, and I found that on that particular day of the Ulta 21 Days of Beauty sale, these highlighters were $12 instead of $24, and it was like the heavens opened up and offered me an opportunity. I ended up getting this shade Zuma instead of Del Mar because I spent literally like a full hour looking through Persona's Instagram and deciding that Del Mar would be too dark and that Zuma would be a perfect deep gold champagne and would be great for my skin, and it's just not. I did like a thick chunky swatch to really like give you all of this. It's like this sort of lighter, cooler champagne, and it just comes across as too light and a little green almost against my skin. Like it's cooler than I need it to be. There's not like a warmth in the gold. And it's just very upsetting. Like it looks too light for me. Like it looks a little dusty on me. And I'm genuinely very, very sad and very disappointed about that. And I guess I could keep it for like really stark looks, but like I don't do that, you know? And then this, oh my God. This is a smaller deluxe size sample of the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Champagne Pop. And I have the exact same problem with this, and I'm so sad. I'm so disappointed. It's like super similar, and it's like also too light for me. And I'm really upset about it. Like genuinely, I'm disappointed and sad because I thought I was gonna love both of these, and I don't like either of them, and now I don't know what to freaking do, man. I'm sitting here and I'm doing this declutter and collection video, and I was gonna hold on to these and try to make them work, but I don't want to. They make me sad, I'm disappointed, and I'm going to give them to fair-skinned people that I know. I'm decluttering both of these. Okay, let's get into my favorite category, which is the liquids and the creams, and we're also getting a little bit ruthless here. Elephant in the room. Y'all know that I'm trying to go cruelty-free. So why, if that's the case, do I have this NARS illuminator? This was part of my present from Hannah Louise Poston, the most elegant swan on YouTube. This is the liquid illuminator in the shade Super Orgasm. Now, I have swatched the Super Orgasm and regular Orgasm powder blushes from NARS dozens of times, and I hate how they look on me. However, this changed my perception a little bit. This is really nice. This is really nice. This glow, dude. Oh my God. I am a huge fan of liquid highlighters. Like I think I prefer them to powders now. This is another deep, passionate favorite of mine. This is the Milk Makeup Holographic Stick in the shade Mars. This is one of the best pink highlighters I've ever encountered, my man. You might notice that the tip of this is a little busted up. That's because I had to use a slice of it in a makeup craft, a successful one at that you will see a little bit later in this video. But it's okay, she's still alive, she's still kicking, she's still trucking, and guess what? She's still beautiful. This pink, I love it. This is from a controversial brand. This is the Flesh Beauty Ripe Flesh Drops in the shade Candle Glow. This is the best liquid highlighter I've ever personally encountered in this lifetime and any of my other lifetimes. Stunning, okay? S-T-U-N-N-E-E-N. Stunning. Bruh. Do you see that? No flashlight. Do you see the natural lit from within glow that you're getting here? Like, I'm sorry, is my hand Samantha Ravendall? Because my hand is looking dewy and luminous. Dude, I'm so in love with it, honestly. I know that's an exaggeration, but honestly, every time I wear this, I'm like, I'm beautiful and stunning and dewy, and Aphrodite is quaking. Way too expensive, 28 bucks. A lot of product, but still, oh my God. Y'all are about to be real mad at me, but it must be said. Glossier highlighters. We'll talk about her in a second. This is the OG Glossier highlighter. This is the Haloscope in the shade Topaz. I want to throw this off of a building. I hate this, and I want it to suffer. I hate this so much. First of all, it's like the same color as my skin. So that's already a point against me because you can barely see it. It's also like sticky. Like it's sticky and greasy feeling. It also has like no real glow to it despite the fact that it's a cream that like never sets. It's just greasy, and I know it looks good with the flashlight on it, but so does everything. I'm sorry if that like made you mistrust everything I've said in the video so far. I just hate this, man, and it's like streaky and it lifts up whatever product is underneath it. I hate using it, I hate having it, and I'm mad at Emily Weiss for making it. I like dewy cream highlighters. I thought I was gonna love it, and I really don't. And I'm upset about it. Number 2, this is a new product. This is the Glossier Night Shine Highlighter Concentrate in the shade Platinum Rose. And man, I wanted to frickin' love this. Hubris got the best of me because I was really comparing it in my head before I bought it to the Flesh Beauty liquid highlighter that I love so much.
Hi guys, Editing Nisa here. Nothing I was saying when I filmed this made any sense. So basically the reason I don't like this consistency is I find it to be a little bit too dry, and it's not an actual liquid that I can sort of let drip and tap into the skin. I have to rub it or else it doesn't really look good. Also, another reason I don't like this is because in order to rub it in to the extent where it doesn't look like I have a patch of liquid highlighter on my cheekbone, I have to rub it to the point where the shimmer in it kind of blends away into nothing and it looks even more subtle than it's even meant to be in the first place.
And you get a glow, but it's mostly just because it's lighter than my skin, so it looks like it's really glowy and light catching. It's fine, I wear it sometimes, but I don't like it all that much.
All in all, I would say that if you're considering a liquid highlighter, I would highly recommend Flesh Beauty's or really anyone else's over this one from Glossier, except for the Wet n Wild Hello Halo, which I find has a very, very similar formula. So if you like those, you'd probably like this too. And if you have one of those, you don't need to buy this one.
I'm definitely decluttering this, the Haloscope. Like I said, I want to throw it off of a building. This I feel like I just got, and I still want to play around with it more. Even though I've owned these for the same amount of time, I got them in the same order. Okay, you know what I mean? I dislike this more than I dislike this. I want to still experiment with this. I want this to die. You know what? On that freaking note, I don't like the boy brow. There, I said it. This is the boy brow in black. It's not a highlighter. It has nothing to do with what's happening in this video. This is way more pigmented than the website makes it seem like it is. I have to change the entire way I do my brows to use this because it's so pigmented and just like gooey and black, and I don't like that. I like to slather my entire brow in clear brow gel and then shape it accordingly. And with this, I have to be so careful so I don't get too much in one area and look like Goku. I bought it because I was experimenting. I bought these as a little bundle because I was experimenting. I wanted to see if I could make a black pigmented brow product work because I only do clear gels, and I was wrong. My hypothesis was incorrect. I can't make it work, and I'm frustrated, and I don't want either of them in my freaking life. So I get very mad at myself when I waste money, even though, you know, I was experimenting. My collection is large enough that when I buy new things, it's because I want to experiment with something that's unfamiliar to me. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't because that's how experiments are. But man, it sucks when stuff doesn't work. I hate the boy brow. I hate the Haloscope. Emily, I'm gonna fight you. And now, just so it doesn't seem like I despise Glossier, I'm gonna mention before I get to the cloud paint in the blush section, the cherrybomb.com and the gloss are supreme. I love them forever, and I'm gonna repurchase the gloss when I run out. So that's just tea. I love them deeply. Glossier snapped on those. So those were all my highlighters. I'm decluttering these 3, and I'm very sad and upset about it, and I might change my mind. I reserve the right to change my mind because I already own them. So, but these are my children and my angels and my babies, and you can't take them from me, okay? They're mine, and I love them very deeply. So I'm gonna put those back, and then we'll get the blushes into play.